when you have an ADHD brain that was running on high stakes dopamine, urgency dopamine, and academic deadlines for years and years and years, doing a dual honor degree and having constant stress, then suddenly absolute stillness. It's like you just slammed the brakes of the car out of nowhere and it just stopped. That doesn't really feel like peace. At least I do not feel at peace right now. It feels like a threat. After graduation, after my schedule completely just cleared out for the summer, which is the first summer that I don't have anything to do. No textbooks, no texts, no emails. Like I've been checking my email for every 5 minutes. There's no pressure at all. Your brain's instinct is to panic. It just is like, what is going on? With medical school starting in a few weeks, their neurotypical advice is just relax. Or what I've been hearing a lot on TikTok, which I'm like, y'all, why the hell are you doing that? Is pre-studying. Instead, I decided to just do a zero stakes quiet summer, entirely being at home, either in Saudi or in Morocco with family. And I decided to just learn how to exist without having to chase the 300 milestones, which is very hard coming from UC Berkeley, like trust me on that. So let's talk about the chaos of forcing an ADHD brain to do absolutely nothing. So I kind of talked about this before when I was talking about destimulation and trying to just do nothing at one point and trying to just clear out and be quiet. But it's kind of very different when you're doing it to rest from something or when you're forced to do it. Like, as I said, the analogy of stopping a car all of a sudden rather than slowly, you're gonna probably hurt yourself first of all, and everything in the car is gonna just get shaken up and it's gonna be a mess, which is exactly how it feels. Your mental state just crashes. Your mental health depends on who you are, but it just plummets. It crashes because the structure of school or undergrad just disappeared. Yes, undergrad is not like the most structured thing, but it still is pretty structured in my opinion. So when all of that disappears, all the emails, all of everything disappears, your brain was already used to sprinting. So when it stopped, it doesn't just get like the leftover energy doesn't just disappear. Whatever energy you've been spending is still there. So it's weird. It's such a weird feeling, like, and it's actually pretty overwhelming because you were in that state of locked in and then you're not, and you can't lock in because there's nothing to do. So now, rather than being overstimulated with the 300 million lecture slides, now rather than being overstimulated with 300 lectures, you're now understimulated and you're panicking because what the hell, this is nothing that I've been going through before. I've never done this. And there's this immense guilt, the guilt of not doing anything, the guilt of feeling like you should be doing something. But you know you shouldn't. You know that it's your time to rest, but it's still, there's that physical restlessness. Like you're telling yourself, do this, clean the dishes, learn a new recipe, do anything other than staying still. You have this new urges of just looking at your new school's website and trying to figure out the syllabus for last year so you can use it for this year, even though it could change. You have this urge to just buy every third-party medical resources to prep for med school when you're not there and you don't even know what type of things you're gonna have access to. Your brain is just trying to find a problem to solve when there is no problems to solve, and you're just trying to get problem solving done, trying to get something. You're trying to do anything. You're like, I've tried reading a book, but that didn't help because I wanted to read something with the intense pressure of having to write a paper about it. So you're constantly trying to fight that. You're constantly trying to just consciously relax, but you can't because you feel that pressure, the thing that is building up that you're trying to do. So after graduating, I literally was going around in circles. Like, I'm not kidding. I'm not joking. I was going around in circles trying to figure out what I had to do or what I needed to do because there's no deadline to tell me what I had to do. So let's go back to the pre-studying trap. Oh my God. I don't understand this. I'll never understand this. But I dived into TikTok about med school and how to course I did. But I saw a lot of people saying we should pre-study. And I'm like, why? They're like, if you didn't take anatomy at like undergrad, you should pre-study. And I'm like, isn't the point of med school is to teach you med school stuff? Like, I don't think the point is to study beforehand. Like, yeah, the only thing that I would say maybe do, which I'm trying to do, which I can't get myself to do, is like maybe look at medical terminology and how it's set up so you can understand what people are saying most of the time, or like learning a language that could be helpful, but nothing that is really school related, because it's not really worth it. Like, why are you trying to burn out before you really need the energy? Oh, and like orientation during med school, when the real marathon starts, when the real sprint starts. So no, don't do that. Don't pre-study, please. For God's sake, do not pre-study. Another thing is, I tried to do is gamify relaxation. I can't just sit down and meditate. I tried like 5 million times. I'll never be a meditation person. So I just found myself doing low stakes, highly sensory stuff, like taking care of my orchids or like making soups, because I have this late obsession with making soups. To be honest, they tasted good, so I'm glad. Anyways, another thing is like just writing. I wrote a lot for like a random thing that it doesn't matter. I just started painting again, at least on a small scale, because all my materials are stuck in a U-Haul. But it was just about just getting lost in the moment, doing the things that I used to love but didn't get the chance to do because of how hectic my life was in the past couple of years. So, as I've mentioned before, I'm very, very glad that I decided to just take this summer to just relax in this hotel room with my family. Being here, being somewhere where it's quiet, where it's just peaceful, is the exact environment my brain should be right now. Just being around people, the gentle body doubling of people doing things their own way without having to worry about other people. The background of just family noise and living in a loud environment. Like at Berkeley, I used to live alone, so it was very, very, very quiet. So just being back in a loud environment it was really nice. It kept my brain from overthinking about me going to med school and moving across the country. I decided that fun doesn't have to mean that I went on 50 roller coasters, or that I've done 3 million things, or I have had an Instagram-worthy vacation. It doesn't mean that it had to be planned the best way you could. It doesn't mean being an ADHD perfectionist or being something extravagant. Sometimes fun is just letting your brain drift and go through low stakes days without having to overthink with the people you love for exactly who you are. Something that doesn't have to do with my title, something that doesn't have to do with my academics achievement, just me, Alanu, just me, nothing connected to that. Yes, I do have a double honors degree from Berkeley, but that is not who I am right now. I'm just me. I'm just Alanud with no title, no nothing. Just enjoying a quiet moment here with family, people I truly love. And it's nice. It's like you clicking pause on a video that you are enjoying, but you just need to relax from for the time being. Just when you stop a show, because you need to just relax before you start enjoying it more again. It's just taking everything one step at a time without trying to overwhelm myself with 3 million things that is going on. Just trying to live out of my 3 suitcases in this really, really beautiful moment that I'm living through. When I see myself entering medical school after this summer, I'm not seeing it as entering medical school on empty or entering it in a full state of understimulated panic. I look at it as entering it as a balanced me, as just who I am today. And I can do this by just protecting my peace with just enjoying the time with family and just doing low-stake tasks that make me feel productive, like learning a new recipe, an easy recipe to eat healthier, something that is, or doing the logistics for my moving without having to stress out about moving because I'm not moving yet. Just doing those small tasks that needs to be done without stressing myself out. I allowed my brain to just recharge slowly with its reservoir and for it to just reset to factory levels. I don't know, something to reset to the calm, collected person that I am. I also needed to be okay, romanticize my quiet summer. Not only that, but I also had to come in terms, especially recently, that but also that summer is ending. And my brain is gonna be flooded with millions and millions and millions pieces of information from embryology to emergency medicine. The next 4 years of my life is gonna be intense, and that is okay. I honor the rest I took. I acknowledge that rest was well deserved. But now, in the next couple of weeks, I have to switch from being fully rested, fully ready, to my hyper focus. Back when orientation begins at the end of this month. It is scary, I admit. I am scared. I've never been to med school, like clearly. I've never been interested in med school till recently. So being a neurodivergent student, someone that already has a hard time being productive every day, that has a hard time keeping a routine 100% and finishing my study every day. I am worried. I am worried about med school, but I also learned that I had to just accept the fact that sometimes doing absolutely nothing is worth it, but also doing everything is worth it. And keeping that balance, keeping the balance of just being radically understimulated is the other side of the coin of being radically overstimulated. And we need to keep the yin yang going so I don't collapse. So yes, this summer is exactly what I need for that chaotic semester coming up. It's exactly what I need to be able to survive it and be able to balance out all of the stress and all of the pieces, all of the moving pieces coming up. Thank you so much for listening to me and watching another piece of my diary today. I hope you really enjoy it. I will add as much pictures from my summer, even though I am not a big picture taker. So whatever I have, I will put in this video. If not, it's because I spent all of my summer at home. So anyways, I hope you really enjoyed this video. And sometimes the best summers are summers spent home. So please don't feel like you're missing out when you see people on social media say that they went on their 5th vacation this year, because it's not realistic to the life that we want to build. We want to become surgeons. We want to be amazing people. We want to change the world. So we need to work to do that. We're gonna be changing lives every day, and it is a privilege to do that. So please don't get overwhelmed by what you see on the internet, and I hope you really enjoyed this video. If you did, do please like, subscribe, and share. And also, if you really want to watch more of my videos, you can watch my last video on just me reflecting on my last couple of weeks before starting med school and what I would tell my future self right now, and see what I respond with in the future. Anyways, stay tuned and see you later. Bye bye.